Oh, hey! I finally got my driver's license. But wait. Am I too late? Self-driving cars. They sound like the future. I mean, wouldn't you rather be reading than driving in rush hour traffic? And even today, these cars are safer than human drivers in urban conditions.
The Waymo driver handles the task of driving in 3 basic steps: sense, solve, and go.
So, did I make a mistake? Well, easy there. They're not coming for your license anytime soon. But if you'll excuse me, I'm running late for an interview with DeepRoute, a Shenzhen-based self-driving company. Shall we take a taxi? It's a bit more aggressive than I thought it would be. Nothing unsafe, but it's quite confident, I find.
我们目前从2019年开始，已经进行过超过1000万公里的道路测试，目前没有发生过一起主动的安全事故。其实你看，我们前面一直有个外卖小哥，然后刚刚我们的车行驶到外卖小哥身边的时候，他其实是做了一个减速的动作。我们的车辆的感知系统就相当于人的眼睛一样，它能很好的看到周围200米以内所有的物体，所以它其实是相当于比人类司机看得更加清晰。刚刚车做了一个变道的动作，变到了我们左边的这条车道。哇，这个雨真的是非常的大，但是呢，其实在这种大雨的天气，它也是不会对自动驾驶的行驶产生较大的影响。当时我们成立的时候呢，我们的整个的自动驾驶的解决方案就是这套方案的话，可以看到是跟这个。它的整个的成本呢是在25万人民币左右。最开始其实2019年的时候，大家使用的都是有高精度地图的。
But what's a high-quality map? Well, as you'd imagine, between a high-quality map and a navigation map, the HD map has more information on road closures, on traffic accidents, on roadworks, and all of this is very useful for training these self-driving cars. Now in China, it's possible to get access to these maps, but it is complicated.
刚刚也提到成本是很高的，车企要向高精度地图的图商获得这个高精度地图的话，它首先需要支付几千万甚至上亿。并且它的迭代速度相对来说会比较的慢因为高精度地图它是需要一个地图车在这些道路上跑一圈才能采集的，所以采集整个大陆的所有的这个高精度地图，基本上采集一次需要1周左右的时间。直到今年3月份的时候，我们推出了我们的这套不需要高精度地图的解决方案。那其实这个呢是一个很大的技术上的进展和突破，从整个成果上，消费者和车企能感受到的是成本的降低。
DeepRoute was the first company to come to market with technology that didn't need high-quality maps. And this is a pretty big deal. They're working with car makers from China and Germany to deploy this tech in their cars directly.
有的乘客也会提到说，他就是上来之前他会觉得比较的担心但是当他试乘了之后，他会觉得说比深圳的士司机要开的要平缓的非常的多。还有的乘客认为说，如果以后这套系统可以大规模铺开的话，那他都不用学车了。
Well then, problem solved. Not quite. While these were some of the huge factors that blocked AV adoption in the past decades, there are a few left. Let's get back to the studio. Safety isn't the only issue people have with self-driving cars. These range from disturbing traffic flow, like recently happened in San Francisco when a self-driving car drove itself into wet concrete, to more institutional problems, like promoting car dependency. But self-driving, like many things, works on a spectrum. It goes from cruise control to partial, then various levels of full automation. The car we saw from DeepRoute goes from level 2 to level 4. Level 4 meaning that you don't have to have a human driver, but there was one in our car. With me to discuss why that is Max Sun from China Daily Hong Kong.
Not all places around the world allow self-driving car from level 4 to level 5. To my knowledge, only China and America approves. In China should be only in part of Shenzhen and part of Beijing. In the States should be in San Francisco. The responsibility of self-driving cars accident is quite vague now. So if there's some car accident happen, if it's level 4 or level 5 without a driver on the driver's seat, the company might have the responsibility for the accident as well as the car owners.
Any legislation around self-driving cars is a few years old, so it's normal for this to take a long time to get to this point. And that's not to say that even like level 1 to level 3 is clear, right?
Yeah, so if some car accident happened in level 1 to level 3, mostly is the driver's responsibility. But what if the system have really severe problem? I'm not sure about what responsibility it should be on which side. So right now, even level 1 to level 3 have some vague legislations.
So how do you see self-driving technology progress in the next couple of years around the world?
Right now, from level 1 to level 3 are already really popular. I think in the future, as the legislation will be more clear and the technology is more developed, I think the self-driving cars will be used more widely. And self-driving is such a convenient technology. Right now, it's more used in taxi and public transportation. I think in the future, people will use them more in their private life.
And that's kind of what Deep Route is trying to do. They're working with manufacturers to integrate them directly into vehicles or to work with trucking companies, mid-range trucking for autonomous vehicles. So there's a huge market for autonomous vehicles around the world. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
That's the end of our road trip together for this week. If you, like me, have got more gas in the tank for discussions around self-driving, why don't you let us know? We've only just scratched the coat of paint on this discussion, so we've got some links for you in the description. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go and get some public transit.